Welcome to a video from thedigitallife.com. In this video we're going to look at these new smart plugs, these Gosund UP111 smart plugs. So these are the typical things you can do to smart enable something in your home. Control it. You can control it through Alexa, you can control it through IFTTT, Google Home. No hub required. Just plug these in and turn things on and off smartly. So I'm going to open them up, have a look at what they look like, and then I'm going to pair them up with my phone, do all the usual setup stuff and see what we can do with it. So I should say as well that these only cost $18.99, and something like this from the other manufacturers cost around that for one, so you're getting a good price there for two. So if these are good, then these could really good smart enable in your home. And the other thing, and to give you a comparison, this is a D-Link one, a bit of an older model, but you can see the size comparison there. So these don't take as much space up when you're plugging them in, which is a handy thing, because this kind of is quite a bulky device to plug in. So I guess I need to get set up on these and we'll give them a try. So the first thing I need to do is install the app on my phone, so I'll get that installed. So there's the app. I'm going to get that installed now, and I'll go through the setup procedure. Okay, the app's installed now, so I'll get this plugged in. So I've got the two of them plugged in, actually, and you can probably see a blue flashing light on there. There isn't enough space to put two next to each other, so they're still slightly too bulky if you're going to, stack them up like next to each other. Right, let's open the app. So it looks like I've got to register first, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So registering is just a question of entering a verification code. Right, so I've registered, and I'm now going to set up my home. And I can set up the devices by the looks of it. So now I can pair them up. So it's telling me the best way is to long press the device until it goes into pairing mode, and then I can go back to the phone. So let's do that. So I can add a device. So now it's asking me for my Wi-Fi password. So this is going to pass the Wi-Fi credentials to the plug. So obviously you can't go onto the plug and then to the Wi-Fi details. So I might as well do that. So now that says it's connecting. So I've got my monitor plugged in. There we go. Monitor off. Monitor back on. There we go. Just the delay there was the monitor, not the plug. I can hear the clicking pretty quickly. What I'm going to do is going to rename this as well, so to give it a better name. So I can give it a new name. So let's call that monitor. You can give it things like device location and things like that. So I could say upstairs and whatever. So I'm just going to call that monitor. So that mini smart plug, well, the one that's not in use at the moment, I'm going to call that, just call it plug 2 for now. Okay, so that's done. So let's go back to plug. There's my monitor. Turn it off. Turn it on, and I hear that click. It's coming through straight away. So it's working great. That. So there's some other things I can do with it through here. I can have a timer. So I can set it to come on at 10 o'clock in the morning, go off at 11 o'clock. This kind of thing I use, you could use for like controlling lights or a heater or something like that. You can do a countdown, so I can say turn this monitor off after an hour. Again, you could do it for heater, anything with a 3-pin plug you could use. So I've got this whole desk area on a smart plug, so I could control it that way as well. And it looks like it shows you energy consumption as well, which is pretty good. So you can probably put your rates in, that kind of thing in there, and see how much it's using, which is a really good thing. Very good if you've got a heater or something like that. So those are the basics you can control through the app. You've got scenes. So a scene is a combination of devices. So you could have a scene that says I'm home, which turns all your smart plugs on. Turns your lights on. You could have a lamp plugged into it, something like that. Or you could have a scene that says heater on, and it turns all your heaters on that are connected to this. It looks like something else there, automation as well. So it's a bit like the IFTTT that I use, if this then that, which I use quite a lot. So you can say if So when the conditions are met, so it looks like you've got quite a lot of flexibility. If the temperature goes below or above a certain thing, the humidity, outside weather, sunrise, that's pretty good actually. It knows where you are through your geolocation. You can actually say sunrise and sunset, so you can say at sunrise turn the lights off and at sunset turn them on, or whatever you want. I've got some outside lights in the garden that I've got connected up to a smart plug, and I use it to turn it on at sunset and just turn them off at 10 o'clock at night. So you could use that combination in here. So at sunrise at my town, I can say I want to put the, let's call it, say plug 2, and I'll switch that on and call it sunrise, and I could have one for sunset and so on. So a really smart way of controlling your home. Previously I've had to use third-party tools to do that, but actually this is pretty good in there. So you could use any of those factors, those triggers, for your smart home. I think that's a pretty good way of controlling them. So that's pretty impressive. I'm pretty impressed with that. I do like that, especially I use that kind of thing for my outside lights, like I said. Now there's something else you can do with this as well. You can control through your Amazon device, Amazon Alexa or Google Home. So let me get that set up. So to get it working with Amazon Alexa, you need the skills. So I'm going to go to the Amazon Alexa app and install the skills. So I authorise the Alexa to control it. So now here on my Alexa device, whom you can see on my phone, I've got the monitor off and on, and there's plug 2. You can hear that, but better I can say, Alexa, turn off monitor.
Okay.
And the monitor goes off. Alexa, turn on monitor.
Okay.
And I heard that click straight away. So the monitor has a slight delay coming on, but that is instant response. Alexa, turn on plug 2. Straight on. So even before it said okay, that's on. And that is obviously one of the great things of doing that. You can have scenes in Alexa and all that kind of thing, so you can have triggers through Alexa, so not just the voice as well. So you can plug a lamp into this plug and then say Alexa turn on lamp, Alexa turn off lamp. You can have manual control through it as well, I should say as well. You can turn things on and off through there. You've got the app to do it, and you've got the another function is IFTTT. IFTTT is called a service called if this then that, and I use this for triggering my outside lights. So it says if it's sunset where at my location, then turn on the plug. With these you probably don't need that because you've got that extra automation in built with the app as well, which is pretty good, but you've still got that. You can control that through third-party triggers and all sorts of things, geolocation. You can do all sorts of things for there. You can even send an email and it'll turn your lights on, that kind of thing. There's so much flexibility you can do with that. Same functions as well with Google Assistant as you can do with the Amazon device as well. So for $18.99 you get 2 flexible smart plugs with the automation settings as well. Nice and small. Smaller than other ones I've tested. Easy to pair up with your phone. You can control them through your phone, you can control them through voice, you can control them through the web. You've got so many different options to control it. Should say one only limitation I found is it does need a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, not the 5 gigahertz one. So you've got to have that as well. But apart from that, these are great little flexible plugs. Cheap and easy way to get your house onto the smart home. So thanks for watching this video. You can find more smart home videos on our website at thedigitallife.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ISDixon.